So here's the scenario. SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket is scheduled to lift off from Cape Canaveral in Florida at 1:30 p.m. EST or 6:30 p.m. GMT on February 6th. The rocket will have a 2.5-hour launch window with a backup launch date scheduled for February 7th. Inside the rocket will be CEO Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster car being sent beyond the orbital plane of Mars. Falcon Heavy will be the biggest rocket to launch in terms of payload it can lift since the final launch of the Saturn V rocket in 1973, capable of taking 64,000 kilograms or just about 140,000 pounds of cargo to orbit, more than twice its nearest competitor, the Delta IV Heavy. At 1/4 the cost, this is considered a historic moment in commercial spaceflight. 3 cores make up the first stage of the Falcon Heavy. The side cores or boosters are connected at the base and at the top of the center core's liquid oxygen tank. The 3 cores, with a total of 27 million engines, generate 22,819 kilonewtons, or just about 5.13 million pounds of thrust at liftoff. Shortly after liftoff, the center core engines are throttled down after the side cores separate. The center core engines throttle back up to full thrust. The second stage Merlin engine, identical to its counterpart on Falcon 9, delivers the rocket's payload to orbit after the main engines cut off and the first stage cores separate. The engine can be restarted multiple times to place payloads into a variety of orbits, including low Earth, geosynchronous transfer orbit or GTO, and geosynchronous orbit GSO. Musk said that he planned to send a convertible built by another one of his companies into orbit around the Sun that would make it near Mars. SpaceX topped up the launch by successfully landing 2 boosters on land, setting off twin sonic booms on their return. A third first stage, the so-called center core, crash landed at sea. If at all SpaceX can fly the Falcon Heavy reliably, the rocket could prove useful to the Pentagon for lifting national security satellites and to NASA for helping its human exploration goals. Industry officials say that there are some concerns about how big the market is for the Falcon Heavy. SpaceX had been planning to fly a pair of tourists around the moon as early as this year. Musk announced a reversal, saying the Falcon Heavy probably would never fly humans as the company shifts its focus to its next generation rocket known as the BFR or Big Falcon rocket. In a press conference post-launch, Elon Musk said, "Crazy things can come true. I did not really think this would work. When I see the rocket lift off, I see 1,000 things that could not work. And it's amazing that they do."